Passengers in time, locked together. No, wait. Passengers in time, lost together, locked. I almost had it. Passenger. I want to learn this song. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the month here. What is it? The 28th. Welcome in. Passengers in time, lost emotions, locked together. Passengers in time, lost emotions, locked together. Day and night, by trick of light, I must take another journey with me with other names. Ooh, we must meet with other names. You touch my heart so deeply. You touch my heart. Now help me, rescue me. Oh, free me. Alright, we gotta. Wow, they're up here too. Up here in Appleby County. Anyway, the roads, just put a little bit of scotch tape on it. And again, a lot of animals. You know, I thought it was just because, like, again, to reiterate, this is, well, let's give you the origins of the show. It all started, I'll be honest, you know, I think it was like in 2012. I just started doing these like little videos to this girl in Australia, like just crazy stuff, you know. It was like childish, like, you know, Facebook like turned me into a child again, and that's a beautiful thing. I mean, we're all children. We have to act like an adult, you know, let's put it that way. I mean, no one's going to take you serious. I mean, you can't just constantly be like, you know, like the life of the party and joking and all this kind of stuff. And I think it's about time, you know, I think all this stuff right now, the whole journey, the whole thing, like, you know, me doing the videos, so many people that we had here at one time or another, and you know, one video, one post, you know, could just get a block, or, you know, get on edit and stuff like that. Or like political debates, nothing like those political debates. We stopped at the beginning of the month. I was like, okay, enough of this. It ain't gonna get us anywhere. There's no sense. I even stopped, you know, commenting on like pages and stuff like that, to try to get a feel of stuff, like, you know, to see, like, to mention stuff, like, we can never get those talks going. I mean, like I said, like, Bernie just comes out and people believe it. You know, people believe that, you know, he's the one doing all this kind of stuff. I mean, you have to take him out of the picture. You know, you just have to take him out like he's not even here. That this didn't happen. All this stuff did not happen. You know, just picture it without Trump. Let's just say Hillary won and all that. You know, could you imagine, like, how different? I mean, stuff like that is very deep. And our friend, I think, is on a date. And, well, I was going to joke with him on the way out. You know, I was just going to say whatever. I was just going to say, just say Trump's a racist, like, you know, so love, you know, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, you might take it the wrong way, you know. But to me, it's like just joking. We just joke. But can you imagine, like, you know, I mean, like the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Like, if something didn't happen, like, you know, would this have happened? I mean, sometimes you have to embrace the chaos and everything. You just have to, like, look at it and say, well, like, you know, why should I get involved in it? I mean, if I say, what about the 80 times, like, they use, what is it, tear gas or pepper spray, or a little bit of both. But, like, I was listening to Savage, you know, yesterday, and he's, like, yelling and stuff. You go, how come the media didn't report that? How come they didn't report that? You know, he's yelling at all the journalists, saying they're yellow journalists, or this, or that. And they'll take a phone call, and, you know, you get these really good callers. I'm saying, like, there's something there. If he just goes on and talks, But he doesn't have the patience for it. He's like, what do you want to hear? Manafort, what do you want to hear? This, what do you want to hear? That, what do you want to hear? How come they didn't do this? And just, I mean, he's one of the conservative, well, he's actually independent. He has a lot of listeners. Conservative, independents, all that kind of stuff. But, well, he's still going to be there. He'll still be there. Alright, let me have my coffee here. Because, I like to at least have a good, successful morning at this. Again, we're just keeping it here. We'll grow from here. No sense of going over and trying to, like, explain some things. Explain why people feel a certain way. Especially on all the issues and everything. And again, Bernie's like, we gotta do with the climate, we gotta do jobs, and if you look at the White House, press corps, the press conference, you just you see them all in like sitting there like Hallie Jackson and everyone, and I don't know, what's the girl, Ryan? I forget her first name. She's always on Lemon. But whatever, you know what I'm saying, men and women, from these stations. I mean, yesterday, or the day before, with the Mississippi thing, there was someone, going right up to the car with this girl, saying, why are you a racist? Why are you a racist? Are you a racist? You're a racist, right? You're a racist. You went to a, segregated school, this, and then, you see him interviewing people outside the voting place. They're like, well, I mean, the other guy had his thing, too, I mean, is it racist, So I didn't like him because of this, because, with the Hillary and the, agriculture thing, scandals, this, that, it's the people. Then they gotta throw all this stuff in, It's like chaos. You're scared to talk to people, especially on here. I mean, there's people that know me and everything. They know I don't have, that kind of thing in me, from doing all these videos. I suffered, back then getting involved in it. It really messes up your emotions, because you're afraid of offending someone. You're afraid of it, and you're also against. I mean, like Barbra Streisand, comes out, says all this stuff, and I've seen this video of this one guy. He's like, women are much better than that. I mean, the way, Barbara and Cher or whatever, Meryl Streep, however they do this, all the other ones, I can't think of them all by name, but you know what I'm saying, they come out and they just say, they have a weird way of going about it. I mean, yes, women have babies, women are responsible for men, they have them, and it all depends, where the apple goes from the tree. I mean, you love, okay, then we're in a whole different arena now, I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch of things. Is that Frankie? Is he riding this kind of taxi now? No. But the thing is, women hold, families together, your grandma, this, that. We've seen a joke. It was a joke on the page. It was these bikers. 3 bikers were, they were in a bar, and this guy walks in. He's drunk, and he goes up to the one biker and says, I seen grandma, naked in the hall or something like that, maybe you heard this one. So it goes on and on. He's like, so, I made love to her and this, that, because, the guy's looking, how come this guy ain't gonna say anything, it ended up being the grandpa. It's like, go home, grandpa, you're drunk, alright. I thought there was something else to it, Let's start off, let's do, from the top. Passengers in time. Shit, I can't get it. Passengers in time, lost emotions, locked together. I think I got it there. Passengers in time, lost emotions, locked together. Day and night. I lose it there too. Alright, we have a church here. A church. Take me to church, I'll stand like da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. It's in a community. What harm is it? A tour bus back there, gates locked. how many times you see posts about that? When are they gonna do something? Tax them, do this, do that. Everyone just up in arms about everything. And again, we have this guy in office, and they paint him a certain way. Again, take him out of it. Take him out of it. Again, it's a wonderful life. What if he wasn't here? He wouldn't have did this. He wouldn't have did that. He wouldn't have did this. Okay. You just have to accept it. You have to do better. It's just nothing personal. Nothing personal. People just want to, decide on things. Because all these people that go to pages and call him all these things, that he's this and he's that, because of the thing that happened in Charlotte, or, he said that thing. How many times, they run it on MSNBC and CNN, I think they're all going, in a really bad direction. I'm just telling you as a commentator, as someone just, looking at it. I think, I don't know, it might pay off. We'll see who they put up against Trump. Again, Kasich, wants to get in there. I don't know how serious he is. We don't know who's going to get the nomination for the Republican. If it's Trump, say it's Trump. Then you got another thing with the Democrats. Who's going to get the nomination there? Who are the front runners? Can Kamala Harris? Can she be? She comes off as she's a little bit I don't know, like that, something, it's just not calm, it's not calm about things, just the disposition. Just saying, I don't know that for sure, she could be the sweetest person in the whole world, but, sometimes when she talks and everything, maybe because, maybe she truly really does love America, and it affects her. Same thing with, I'm going to say Spartacus, because I actually don't know his name anymore, because once someone gave him that nickname. I don't think it was Trump. Oh, Cory Booker. Cory Booker. And then again, Bernie, I don't know. That'd be something. I don't think, hey, it'd be fun. Like I said, it's a whole bunch of chaos here, and we're never going to get anywhere, because they blame him for starting all this, racism and sexism and, the foreigner phobia and this and that, and, that just doesn't like this or that. But then all the stories, I don't know, you just turn them on, and that's all they're all about. Coffee break. It's like, you tell me where it's coming from. When you turn it on, like I said, when the reporters, when they sit there and they listen to what's her name, Sarah Huckabee. They listen to her, and to me it just looks like they're writing all this stuff down, and then the news of the day, then they have. There's no positive. They don't write down it. It's like they're looking for the negative. We have coming up on 600 days, with this Mueller, 600 almost. And where are we? The Star Witness is no good. So they're searching somewhere else now. They're searching Saudi Arabia, searching this, they're searching that. We have to get them on something. But then what happens afterwards? Well, I don't know.